What's up guys, macadii here, and today we guys a brand new team building video where what we're doing is building around Jawbreaker, the Mega Sharpedo. Now this is a guy I've wanted to use for quite a while because once you get a few speed boosts up and he megas up, he just does so much damage with that, with the strong jaw and the fact that you've got the speed boost, so he's great for as a sort of cleaning up mega. The only disadvantage you've got is once you've megaed up, you lose the speed boost option, so you can only really use that speed boost ability once to abuse it, but you can also choose not to mega and sort of, you know, abuse it later on and do all those sorts of things. So it's quite flexible, but there are obviously some limitations to it. So the moveset I decided to go for is Waterfall, Crunch and Ice Fang with Protect. And we've just got a very standard 252 in attack, 252 in speed. Now, Jolly versus Adamant was really, really tricky for me. I've decided to go for Jolly because that means you outspeed, you know, sort of the slower end of the Scarfers. Which I think is definitely worth doing, personally. Obviously, there are chances for you to get up to +2 and +3, where it doesn't make too much difference, but sometimes you only get that one protect off, and making sure you've got enough initial speed to outspeed those Scarfers, I personally think is really, really key there. So, Adamant would be nice. It's that very, very difficult trade-off, to be honest. So, not calling the Sharpedo Sharknado. No, I quite like Jawbreaker, I must admit. Especially when it's got the orb beside it. Just reminds me of those Jawbreaker. Oh, what's they called? You guys know what I mean. Yeah, Jawbreakers. They're probably called Jawbreakers. Quincy Trans, good to see you managed to make it out to the stream. So, going back on track, what I was thinking, a Pokemon that would pair really well with this is obviously we struggle a lot with Walls. It's designed to pick off late game and take out all mons that are weakened and all very fast offensive mons as well. So what we need is a wall breaker that pairs really, really well with it. And one Pokemon that does that job immensely well is Dragalge. And I'm really excited to use this guy because he has great synergy with Sharpedo. Obviously like water type Pokemon and things like that don't really resist, you know, they don't resist its stabs, which is the main stop to Sharpedo. Grass types as well, you can handle those, and you just really, really punish. Fairy types, you punish, and every single weakness was every single Sharpedo weakness, Dragalge is resisted by. So it pairs. Gobstoppers, that's what I'm thinking of. That's it. The One Lonely Cow, good to see you managed to make it out to the stream. So we're going to go for an interesting set. We're going to go for a choice spec set. With Adaptability, because Adaptability is just disgusting. With Sludge Bomb, I do prefer the chance to poison there. Draco Meteor, and last move, we're having Toxic Spikes, which sounds a little bit weird for a spec set, but it forces a lot of switches, and being able to do that and set up some Toxic Spikes for Jawbreaker late game could be really, really huge. And then the final move, I'm not too sure about actually. Probably the best thing to do is, let's go on the Smogon analysis and see what they have to say. So they've got the Wall Breaker set. They say Draco Meteor, Sludge Wave, Dragon Pulse, and Focus Blast. Focus Blast is probably our best bet here. Dragon Pulse would be nice, but I think Draco Meteor, just for that immense nuke power, would be really, really nice. That's what it says. They're called Jawbreakers in the UK, Gobstoppers in the US. That's why. So don't forget as well, guys. Don't forget to give some nickname suggestions for these as well. I would really, really appreciate that. And then we'll put the last thought in there because it's a very bulky mon. Even uninvested, you get a really decent amount of bulk from its defenses, and it's just a great tank that can switch into quite a few different threats. Namely, things like Florges. It just walls completely. And a Sludge Bomb just does so much to just anything that wants to come in. So I think that's going to be really nice because a lot of the things that stop Sharpedo, namely Tangrowth, Florges, Milotic, those sorts of things, I think Dragalge is going to help us immensely in terms of handling that. So that's really nice to have. So what we've got is the start of a very much of an offensive core, which is really, really nice to see. So we need to have a think about our walls now. So running through the UU options, first of all we need rocks options, we need a defog option as well. So let's have a look. So what's Dragalge? Dragalge is weak to ice types and ground types, psychic types, Okay, so that's going to help us start thinking about... So he wants to try and avoid too many things with a ground weakness. I think it's definitely worth doing. Victor Chandela Lawrence, that's it. Thank you for making it out to the stream. I do really, really appreciate that. Dragalge is in BL2. Is Dragalge banned then? Have I made a mistake? Oh, actually, is Dragalge banned? Let's just see. No, Dragalge is BL2, so it's legal. Yeah? Yeah, because it's BL... Yeah, so that's fine. Ooh. I had a bit of a shock there. Yeah, so that's good. Okay. Sludge Wave over Sludge Bomb. The extra 5 damage, I find, doesn't really... Like, the 30% chance to poison is just so useful. Yeah, okay, that's great. I had a really... I had such a shock there. I thought I messed up. But no, that's good to see. So, we want some sort of immunity to ground, which would be really nice to have. Gligar's a decent option, but obviously the ice weakness isn't nice. Hydreigon's also... Let's see, Mandibuzz is an option. I'm not a big fan of Mandibuzz, though, I must admit. One of the Rotom forms would be nice to have. Let's see, so Rotom Heat. Let's see, Rotom Heat, how does that pair? Or even Rotom Cut. Let's see. I'd much rather slow down and just take the time. Ooh, Zapdos. Compound Ice Weakness, but we can fix that. Oh, Bomb can't hit some Mons. That does make sense. Yeah, actually, that does make sense. With Chestnut being around, I think Sludge Wave is the better bet. That was a really, really good suggestion from you, from Daniel Kelly. So we're going to go for Zapdos, because I'm a big fan of Zapdos. We may end up just going for the core, because actually my favourite UU core at the minute works really, really well on here. So that might be the way we go. Let's see, how much do we put in it? It's 168, I think. And then I put 88 in there. And then 4 in speed. We can put a slightly bit less, just to speed creep base 100s that are defensive. Leftovers, because that gives us a defogger, which is really nice to have. Thunderbolt, Heat Wave, Defog, and Roost, because in UU this guy is an absolute beast. Let's see, grass or psychic type. Let's see. Ooh, Reuniclus could actually be a really interesting choice, because it walls the fighting types, handles psychic moves from directed at Dragalge. We've got specially defensive Zapdos. I'm liking the look of a physically defensive Calm-Lined Reuniclus. Leftovers, Magic Guard with Psyshock. Oh, this is always tricky. I think Psyshock, because it beats other Calm-Minders. Shadow Ball. Has Zapdos... Yeah, Zapdos has dropped. It was recently up in OU, but it's actually dropped down. It's been quite a while ago. So we've got... Oh, actually, I think there was some suggestions for nicknames, if I remember rightly. Kelpshake. I do like Kelpshake for Dragalge. I apologise for that. It's starting to get to the point where the chat's starting to get so busy that I end up missing stuff, which is exciting but also quite sad at the same time. Let's see. BlitxClaw. We could go for that. And that was suggested by Mega Gengar. Ah, so capital C. Yeah. No. So we got BlitxClaw. And I like the look of that. Just for efficiency, I'm going to put some more in. There you go. I think that's probably a better spread. So we're going to go for Psyshock, Shadow Ball, Recover, and Calm Mind. And we're going to go for a physically defensive set, because I think that probably works the best. We've got Yeah, we got that switching. We need some sort of answer to dark types. Dark type and ice type is are prominent weaknesses so far. A bulky water would also be really nice. Let's see. So Shaman is an option. But then I don't want to compound our ice weakness. That's the only thing. I think one Pokemon that could work really well is Cobalion. Because Cobalion takes knockoffs faced up towards your Reuniclus and gets the justified boost. It handles ice-type moves relatively well. I mean, it's not got the best Spadef and everything like that, but it's still an option. And it gives us a really nice physical wall breaker potentially as well. If we go onto the Smogon analysis and see what they have to say. Offensive pivot, because we haven't got Stealth Rocks. Let's see. Close combat, Volt Switch, Iron Head. That looks quite good. I do like the look of Swords Dance. Swords Dance would give us a really nice... Yeah, it would just be really great for wall breaking. And then to finish up, let's leave the Cobalion set for the time being. Right. So we've got a reasonable amount of bulk going on here. We've got a Defogger, so we don't have to worry about that. But what we do lack is a Rocker. Whimsicott could be an option. But then the trouble is the lack of... Yeah, we kind of need rocks on this team, that's the only thing. Let's see. Let's just have a run through. So we've got other options. We've got is we do still have a bit of a ground weakness. That's the only thing. Azelf's an option. Horsepower for Cobalion. Yeah, I think that could work quite well. We'll go for horsepower. Let's see, rocks options. It's very, very difficult because I don't want anything. Let's see, Chestnut compounds ice weakness. Gives us a great physical wall that pairs well with Zapdos, apart from the ice weakness. That's a bit of a shame. If it didn't have that ice weakness, then it would have been a really nice pairing. Fortress could be an option, because that would give us hazard stacking options. Donphan, Rock Sphere attacks Donphan, yeah! Let's see, so we've got a Schooled switching, which is always nice. I guess BlitxClaw is also Schooled switching. Yeah, we got loads of Schooled switchings. Handles the grass type switch-ins. Yeah, I think Donphan. Offensive, or even, yeah, Nido. Mamoswine. Oh, Mamoswine. Let's see. It's between Mamoswine and Donphan now. Because we don't need... That gives us more offense. Yeah, I think Mamoswine. I like the look of Mamoswine. Does that make our team quite physical? No, it gives us a perfect physical special split. So, let's go on the Smogon analysis and see from there. Life Orb Attacker. What other options? Sash Lead. Sash Lead could be interesting. Yeah, I think the Sash Lead. I quite like the look of that. Yeah, I think we're going to go for a Sash Lead. Because that means we're guaranteed basically to get our rocks up. Yeah, because we've got Oblivious, so we can't be taunted. So we're guaranteed rocks up, which is really nice. And we've just got so many things that put offensive pressure on. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. Aerodactyl is the other option there. Yeah, Mamo is a really great suggestion. Because that obviously, like, the fighting weakness is handled by Reuniclus. It has the ice. No, it's neutral to ice, so that's also pretty good. It was between that and Aerodactyl. No, I think the power that you get from Mamoswine off the bat, I think I could slightly prefer that. But it would give us a bit more speed. So let's see, Cobalion. What are we going to go for on there? Oh yeah, Mamo does also have priority, and it also doesn't have the ice weakness. So yeah, I think Mamo is our best bet. It's just what we're going to do. What we're going to do with Cobalion. What are we going to do with you? Because you don't need Stealth Rocks anymore. I'm leaning towards a Swords Dance set. I don't like the Carmine set. Yeah. I think Swords Dance set's going to be really good because that gives us a Wall Breaker as well. Like a setup Wall Breaker. And basically we use our 5 members to pivot around, do as much damage as possible. So this is a very offensive team. Blimey, actually, look at it. But that's going to be really nice. I really don't mind. And in doing that, we can get some really good damage off. Let's see what... We'll have some nickname suggestions as well. Chesmix 2.0, thank you for coming out to the stream. Very weak to Lucario. Let's see. Well, let's see. Zapdos does handle the special variants. Physical variants, Cobalion handles. So, I think we got ways around it. Also, Dragalge is bulky enough. I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. We are justified on there, which is also really nice. Yeah, I'm liking the look of the team so far. So, without further ado, we'll take kits for some testing because you never know what's going to happen. So, let's go and accept Mike's suggestion. Let's see, right. I'm predicting the Azelf lead here. Let's see, it's between the Azelf and the Rotom. Let's see, he's got a Defog of his own. Azelf, you're a bit of a problem. But actually, once Reuniclus sets up a Calm Mind, we're pretty much good to go. So that's good to see. Good luck, have fun, Mike. Right, Manny for Mamoswine. Yeah, I think Manny. I like the sound of Manny, and we got Horsepower for Cobalion. We still need something from Reuniclus, and then I think that's it. So what we're going to do... It's so tricky to know what to do here. Right, so if we want Sharpedo to sweep, we need to weaken this guy. That guy, Ice Fang should do a fair amount too. So it's basically, yeah, it's basically, we need to weaken the Empoleon and take out the Snorlax, and then we're good to go. So, what we're going to do is we're going to run a quick damage calc here, because I want to see how much we can do to Azelf with our Mamoswine versus Azelf. Ice Shard doesn't do enough. Okay, I'm not happy leading off with Mamo. Actually, no, wait. Yeah, we'll go for Mamo. I think Mamo is probably the best way to go. Yeah, this is not as bulky as Mike normally brings. What was my Dragalge set? My Dragalge set is a choice spec set with Sludge Wave, Draco Meteor, Focus Blast, and Toxic Spikes. So it should be a really interesting set. I'm seeing no reliable switch in here to Focus Blast unless he's maybe AV Toxicroak, so that's good to see. So Dragalge is going to put in a bit of work. Just see what he decides to go for. Hi, macadii just joined, apparently. Yeah, this team's going to be interesting. As I said, very, very offensive. Goes out into Rotom Heat. How much do I want my rocks up? I do really want my rocks up, to be honest. Do I want to get burnt, though? Not particularly. Do I want to get... I don't think he's going to trick. Let's see. It could be a Scarfer. And it could be just a safe lead. Don't want to switch in Reuniclus. Reuniclus is my win condition here. Let's see. I think we go for rocks here. We outspeed. And he does go for the Willow. That's unfortunate. But not much we can do about that. What we can do, though, is... Let's see, how good... Mamo doesn't really... I kind of like the Ice Shard on there. Let's see, he has to overheat here. So we're going to go into Zapdos, because we can take an overheat. Jelly for Reuniclus? Yeah, we can go for Jelly. I'm going to add a question mark on there as well. See what he decides to do here. What about Specs Dragon Pulse over Toxic Spikes? It's really tricky to know. The reason I'm running Toxic Spikes on there is that by setting up the Toxic Spikes, it means that Sharpedo has a much better time sweeping. That was a good, really, really good play on Mike's part. Question is, what's he going to go out into? We have to watch out because we're going to have problems with the Mega Sceptile. If we allow him to get any boosts from our electric moves, goes out into Roadblock. Kind of have to go straight into Cobalion here. Right. Or we go into our Reuniclus and start setting up. Because how much do we do? No, because we don't increase our physical defense, whereas he does. So we lose that game. We almost have to go into Cobalion here. But I think Mike's going to try and predict that, and if he goes to the EQ, we're in trouble. We have to. He's Pursuit Traps me. Fair enough. That's actually a very decent play on his part. What we're going to do is just fire off a CC. There's no harm in firing off a CC here. He's got no reliable switch in here outside of possibly Azelf. And we'll see from there. Let's see. Do you know what War Tune is, macadii? I don't know what War Tune is. Not heard of it before, I must admit. What else have we got here? I was preparing for my next league battle when I saw your stream. Yeah, I think that by the sounds of it, a lot of you guys seem to be doing league battles, which is really cool to see. League play, I must admit, is a lot of fun. I do really enjoy it. Like prepping for teams and stuff it's so much fun. I really enjoy it. Goes down to Azelf, that's fair enough. It's not going to appreciate the close combat too well, which is nice. Let's see. I'm tempted to stay in, predicting the screens. Let's see, Suicide Lead versus... $47 to $55. I don't kill. That's unfortunate. Scald is another option on Dragalge, but I do like Focus Blast because it means we can hit things like Empoleon really hard. Let's see, so Cobalion is basically a win condition here. One of our win conditions. Mamoswine is less useful. Yeah, I think Mamo is probably our switch here. So Azelf's scary for this team. The lack of Scarf is a bit annoying. So that's something to consider. Leftovers on here is probably best bet. But then, as I said, we got Sharpedo, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Let's see what he decides to do here. Ghost. Oh, we could have stayed in and got a huge hit off. That's unfortunate. Let's see. Azelf, Suicide Lead versus Flamethrower does a lot, but it doesn't kill. So I think we Endeavour this turn. That's good. We got enough damage off on us where an Endeavour's going to do a lot to something. And we'll have to see. So Mayo Garrett asks, are you joining the D-League again next season? I don't know if there is another D-League and I get invited, then I would, yeah, most likely say yes. But it's going to be quite a while away, so there's nothing confirmed about whether they'll... You know, when the next D-League will be starting again. But I had a lot of fun this time, so it's definitely something I'd like to do. Right, so we got a decent-ish amount of damage off on this guy. I think our best bet's to go for Endeavour again in case he decides to switch. And see from there. Let's see. Have you heard of Shovel Knight? No, I haven't. I've heard of it, but I don't really know what it's about. Luke Copley, thank you for making out to the stream. You're new to the stream and the channel. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, streams are a thing that I do twice a week on Sundays and Wednesdays, and just chill with you guys, build a team, and do some testing against you, and just see how it goes, and just try and make the best team that I can from there. Let's see, what else have people got to say? Let's see. We do outspeed, but we get some damage off, and that's nice. Oh, he misses the overheat. That's unfortunate. Because what we're doing is we're able to wear him down. Let's see. How do you join the DBAD League? They had a like a form that you had to fill out, and sort of like explain why you think you should be there, and your thoughts on certain things, like who you thought had the best draft, and like those sorts of questions, just so they can test you, and they look at your content and see how well you battle and stuff like that. And once you then apply, you get told whether you're in or whether you're out and stuff like that. So it was quite a considerable form, I must admit. It took me a good morning to try and like fill all of it out and make sure I did it properly. Overheat's connecting, and he is at half special attack, which is really, really nice to see. Right. Chessmix, thank you for subscribing. I really, really appreciate that. And yeah, hope you enjoy my content and any of my future videos as well. So Glutton here is a bit of a problem, so to speak. Let's see, Reuniclus, you could set up a Calm Mind here, and I think that's our best bet. Force him out. We can go for the Calm Mind. See what he decides to do. Yeah, Greninja does have a seriously good coverage. I remember like ages and ages and ages ago, I made a video with my brother about why we think Greninja should be banned. And I don't know if you guys saw it. It was a lot of fun to make. And my argument was it should be banned because the move pool, and also getting Gunk Shot was kind of, and Low Kick was kind of like the end point. Like it had to go. It was just too powerful. Goes into Azelf. Azelf, Explosion versus Reuniclus. 56 to 66. If he's got Shadow Ball, I think we recover this turn. He might have Taunt, we don't know, but it's something I can't really risk it in case he goes for Explosion. Jolly or Adamant or Mega Sharpedo. I decided to go for Jolly for Sharpedo. It's really, really hard to know which one to go for, but Jolly helps you outspeed certain things. Let me just double check. What sort of speed? 105 speed. So we outspeed Scarf 105s, and especially when you've got things like Main Shower running around, which I think... Yeah, Scarf Main Shower is also a big threat. So being able to speed tie with things like Scarf Main Shower once you make it up, I think is really, really key. And obviously, immediate power is a bit of a threat. Like, the lack of immediate power... No, sorry, what am I trying to say? Yeah. Let me start again. So, having a little bit less power is unfortunate, but I still think... it's kind of a necessity, I personally think. Mega Beedrill and Greninja, is that a good core? So is that for OU, or... it depends what tier, because obviously it's going to be Ubers if it's Mega Beedrill and Greninja. I'd probably say not, because you need some really hard hitters, like bulky hard hitters in Ubers. Let's just check this lax. So if he's at 75, we have a chance to KO here. I think that's our best bet. Because it's close. Let's see. Do we speed tie? We speed tie as well. I might put 4 in speed just to help us, rather than 4 with Spadef. Let's put 8 in there. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I'll taunt more off. Alright. Meloetta P is really, really scary. Honestly, like, so scary. Right. We're going to make an offensive switch now into Cobalion. We have other ways to set up, other means. Being paralyzed is just a real pain. We'll have to see. I'm just really scared of this being Curse-Lax. Also, he doesn't have a reliable switch in anymore, because now Azelf goes down. We don't sweep, but we do a really good amount of damage. Do you think Mega Sableye should be banned? I personally think it should really, oh, that was a good play. That was a good play, but I knew we were going to be able to take that, and we can go for CC here. Mike's making some really good plays on this, but Cobalion's a really big threat for his team. So it doesn't look like he's got a Scarfu, he's just relying on the speed of Mega Sceptile, which is fair enough. But yeah, I personally would rather get rid of Mega Sableye. It's one of those mons, like, you have to prep so hard for it, like, in every OU team, and it's really easy to forget about. And my other problem with it as well is, like, I can't use it right. I don't know why. It's not my sort of playstyle, and everyone else seems to do it really well, and I have real troubles trying to beat it. But apart from that, yeah, I don't know why. I just really struggle to use it correctly. It's quite funny, really. Right, we'll see what Mike decides to do. Goes down to Azelf. That's great, because that was a massive threat to our team. Cobalion, you're sticking around because you can't take another EQ, unfortunately, but you'll still do a really good amount to anything that wants to challenge you. Yeah, Geomancy, Xerneas, and Ubers is just ridiculously good. Goes into Gex the Gecko. Let's see, so he 372. He does outspeed first turn. Let's see. This is going to be tricky. Let's just check. Sharpedo versus oh, what's it called? Well, first of all, Snorlax. If it's Curse-Lax, which I'm worried it might be, or along those sorts of lines, or it might be even AV. Crunch does 50 to 59, okay. And versus Empoleon. 67 to 79. Okay, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Thing is, Cobalion sweeps once this guy's out of the way as well. So we need him to, we need to keep Cobalion. Is what I'm saying. Dragalge, we can take a Dragon Pulse from Sceptile, so that's absolutely fine. Zapdos, how is Zapdos looking? Zapdos allows us to punish that, but apart from that, it really doesn't do a huge amount. So I think Zapdos is our... We're going to have to sack Zapdos, unfortunately. He might go for the sub here, and that would be an excellent play. He does go for that sub, and that's really unfortunate. What we're going to do is we're going to go for... We are specially defensive, so we're going to go for a Roost. I think we might take a Dragon Pulse. Yeah, come on, BlitxClaw, you can do it. I believe in you. Right, we're back in business. We can Roost up. That's great. Absolutely huge. This is why specially defensive Zapdos is so great. Because we can Roost all the way back up to full. BM Pokemon asks if I can play in Ubers. Yes, I'll actually be recording a live soon with Ollie, where we have an Ubers team that we use, which is a lot of fun. We've already done it on his channel before, and it's a serious amount of fun to. It's a really fun team to use. Right, Rocks damage his team more than mine, so I'm not actually going to defog. I'm going to Roost here. I think it's probably the best bet. And knowing this can handle this the Sceptile, that's really good to know. We're gonna have to sack something over Snorlax, I think, unfortunately. And that might have to be Reuniclus, which makes me really sad. Mio Garats, thank you for making it out to the stream. I do really appreciate your support. And have a good evening. Goes out into Glutton. That's really great. He's probably going to go for the burn. Actually, no, we can outspeed. We outspeed. So we just fire off a T-Bolt here. That's absolutely great. Getting rid of Glutton as well. Especially defensive Zapdos is so bulky. Goes into Roadblock. No question about it. We go into our Reuniclus. I think he's got to go for Body Slam here, or he's got to try and set up. But I'm trying to work out... Is he Assault Vest? Is he just Assault Vest? Am I just stressing out over nothing? He might be going for Explosion here as well, which is why I want to switch. Yeah, he's thinking about it. I think this is actually Assault Vest, and I'm stressing about nothing. I really don't like... He does go for Body Slam. Okay. I think this is Assault Vest. He is going to be able to outspeed and take us out from here. But that's another free switch into Cobalion. Which is good enough because we can get a close combat. Something basically dies here. Fire off a CC. How much do we do to Toxicroak? 30 to 36. No, we're max attack. Close combat does 35 to 41, and then is that not resisted? Oh, because close combat's so much more powerful than Iron Head, and then we might be able to kill. Soul Gamer 23, thank you for making it out to the stream. I do really appreciate your support. Let's see, what else have we got? Oh yeah, about stylish. If you're wondering what style I've got, it's the... I use the 13 Olbs dark theme, which I think looks the prettiest, and works really well with this sort of outline and everything like that. Pokemon 11, thank you for making it out to the stream. I hope you have a good time. And yeah, we're having a go with a Mega Sharpedo team. At the minute, with Bastley miking, a pretty intense match, I must admit. And we Oko, that's great. And basically, I think we sweep from here. Which is really nice to see. Goes into Gex the Gecko. Well, we got Zapdos at full. Luke Copley, thank you for making it out to the stream. I hope you have. He just said yo. Maybe you made it out. No, I recognise the name. Maybe I've missed you. There seems to be a lot of people out in the stream, which is really cool to see. Like it's oh no, you have already been out. I apologise, Luke. I see you were saying yo to someone else. That was me being confused. But yeah, because we're currently sitting at like almost 20 viewers, which is really cool considering we've only been streaming for like 50 minutes or so. Goes back out to Roadblock. I don't know what this set is. This is really confusing me. We go for T-Bolt here, I think. What is his set? It's really distressing me. I think it's Assault Vest. Yeah, they do need to update it for the new Mega button. The new Mega button looks horrendous. Well, the Mega button minute looks really, really bad. Ah. Oh. Roadblock, you're the bane of my life. Yeah, that's looking AV. 44%. Ouch. Right, we're gonna roost here. Let's just throw the Calc up. Zapdos, especially defensive. We've got like 80 in special attack versus Snorlax. UU Assault Vest. Yeah, he's AV. Right. Oh, that was a good play. Oh, he might Pursuit Trap us. But I think we're in a position where we can almost sweep with Sharpedo. Dragalge also helps a lot. Right, just check one thing. Right, we have to CC. Is what I'm saying. Right. We don't want to defog. Losing Zapdos here. If he goes... Oh, okay. We're going to roost here. Is he going to pursue? He does body slam. Okay. But we can't come in because of rocks. Yeah, it's a really, really large stream. I think it's because I posted up my streaming schedule and, like, tried to make the scheduling a little bit better. I think is probably why more people are coming out, which is really great to see. It's really hard to, like, make sure I'm communicating the right things. I'm waiting for him to go for that pursuit. This is so tricky. Right, we're roosting this turn. Come on. Come on, we can do this. Zapdos, I believe in you. Snorlax, you're a big problem. I just hope he Pursuit Traps us, thinking that we won't switch out. We won't switch out. No, he's going to EQ, isn't he? This is tricky. We can take another EQ. This is such a tense like matchup because do I need Zapdos is the question. Zapdos would be really nice to have, but I don't think he's going to let me get a chance to get up to a good amount of health. This is really tricky. I shouldn't have stayed in. I shouldn't have. But then I found out it was AV. And he does EQ. He's just going to keep EQing, I think. We're going to T-Bolt this turn. Oh, my goodness, this is tense. If I had Volt Switch, I'd be okay. This is really tricky. Do I go for Volt Switch on... See, Volt Switch is always really useful because if Zapdos is set up for quite a few things. So they say Volt Switch or Thunderbolt. I'm leaning towards Volt Switch. It stops all these shenanigans going on. Gives us free switches into things like Horsepower, Kelpshake. Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet. Oh, that was a fantastic play. That was absolutely fantastic. Honestly, that was an incredible play. Right. Yeah. It's down to whether Dragalge can take a hit. No. That may have... That excellent play may have just won him the game. Oh no, why did I click that? He does take us out anyway. Okay. Right. So he reaches 427 speed. Our Jawbreaker is 317. So we do outspeed, so that's good to know. Re-download the theme and it should be fine. Okay, I'll make sure to do that. We have to go into Sharpedo. Right, I think I've got a plan. We protect. No, BNS, don't worry, I know Mike. He, he's been a subscriber for a very, very long time. And, yeah, I do trust his, he's a really good guy. So, it'll be fine. Let's see. Yeah, he does go... There was nothing I could do. I had to go for the protect there. Right. Dragalge versus Toxicroak. Okay, I see our play. We can't keep this in because this is our win condition. This can win us the game once we get some damage off on Toxicroak. We got to go into Dragalge here. Oh. Goes for SD. That's okay. We can take a hit. And we have to drop a Draco here. Sucker Punch is going to do a lot. Okay, I think we've done this. We won, I think. Yeah, because we can sack off Kelpshake, into Sharpedo, protect, Waterfall onto this guy, Ice Fang him, and then I think we win. God, this has been an incredible battle. Let's see, what could he go into? Yeah, he's got to go into Sceptile. Unless he relies on the fact he might be speed creeping with the Snorlax, but he'd need... Yeah, we Draco here. Actually... Cobalion, you may need to do this. I just realised, because he can sub when I protect. That's his only way of winning. Mega Sceptile versus Cobalion. Oh, offensive. Outside of Focus Blast. Right. We don't know what set. He's got sub. Giga Drain, Dragon Pulse, we can take both of those. This is our only play to start with. This is our initial how to win. We go for Iron Head. He hits the Focus Blast. That's unfortunate. Now, this is the interesting bit, and this is the bit which makes why I love Pokemon so much, because this is the tricky bit. We know he has sub. If I was in his position, he has no harm in subbing because I have to protect. So by that reasoning, I have to Ice Fang. But does he know that? No, he has to sub. Yeah, crunch would be better. Oh my goodness. Am I going to throw the game by going for Ice Fang, or am I going to save the game? Oh, this is so tricky. He's definitely, yeah, he definitely has sub. He did sub before. If I was in his position, I would sub. Because that's the only play you can make. Right, I've clicked it. I've made the risky play. But I think it's the way we have to go. He's got enough HP for a sub as well. Oh, this is so tense. Yeah, I'm not megaing up. I'm not megaing up. I'm just going for Ice Fang. Oh, the mind games. The mind games are real. No! Oh, that was a fantastic match. Oh, GG. Mike, that was fantastic. That was a brilliant game. Absolutely brilliant. I had so much fun with that one. Let's see. We got time probably for one more, unfortunately. I'm really sorry that took so long. But we're going to go for one more. Oh my goodness, that was great. Right. Let's see. I think Mamoswine's our best lead here. Whoa, right. That was fantastic. I know I lost, but it was down to a very, very tense 50-50. And I think he was aware of what I had to do, and he knew what I had to do. Oh. That was fantastic. Arcanine. I'm going to fire off an EQ here. I think that's probably the best bet. Goes for Flare Blitz. That's fine. We're taking out an offensive Arcanine, which is actually really huge. I just didn't know if he would be switching out to do that. Yes, I was faster after +1. I'm rubbing my chin because I do it when I think. It's a really bad habit. Let's see. Sceptile MC. I'm going for Ice Shard here. If he Megas up, that's gone. Yeah, it's gone. That was a interesting play there. Save the game. Yeah, I can save that. Oh, that was an absolutely intense battle. Yeah, Bee's Nest, if you do want to battle me, you need to send me a challenge, because that's how I do it at the minute. Is there's a sort of challenge list. Unfortunately, because we're due to time constraints, we're probably not going to get to if you do join the queue. I am really sorry about that. We're going to go for Endeavour here. Lead and Mamo is going to be messing up this guy's team completely, which is really nice. We've got Volt Switch on Zapdos. It actually pairs really well with the Mamo. Takes out the Mamo. I know Rocks would have been nice, but as I said, that switch in there could be a possibility. That match was great. I hope you guys did enjoy that one. Lots of really interesting mind games. So we're going to Volt Switch here because there's no harm in doing that. Taking that Vaporeon down to where it is absolutely huge. And we'll see from there. How are we doing in terms of viewers? Yeah, we're just getting a good stable amount, which is nice. Goes for Protect, that's fair enough, just to get some HP back. We will be able to Volt Switch off whatever we want and see from there. Oh, that was an incredible game. Yeah, Mike, that was an absolutely fantastic game. Oh, yeah, Mike's been a subscriber since, like, I think it was before 100, which is just absolutely crazy. He's been around, a really, really good supportive guy. Right, Volt Switch, that's really nice. Let's see. We have this to switch into that, so that's absolutely fine. Oh my goodness, I'm still shaking over that last one. Right. Yes, I do. I stream every single Sunday and Wednesday. So if you do miss a chance to battle me on that one, then make sure you get out early for the next one, and so on and so forth. Hopefully the matches won't last as long, but hopefully they're as epic as have been, because that's been absolutely... That was a fantastic match. We're going to go into Dragalge here. I think that's our best play. Let's just have a calc of Snorlax. Sludge Wave 40 to 47. Have a lug. Okay. I'm pretty sure Sludge Wave Draco kills, so we have to Draco here. And he does Sturdy, unfortunately. He does Avalanche and he takes us out. It was a tricky play. I think we needed just to take this guy down to a good amount of HP, because after a while, Sharpedo is going to sweep. So that's really, really nice. What we're going to do here is dash data Espeon. Is 110? Yeah. Unfortunately, horsepower, you're not going to outspeed. But what we can do, we can go into Zapdos and we can Volt Switch again. Probably our best bet. I do really like the Volt Switch on the Zapdos, actually, because it allows us to pick off weaker threats without having to stay in. And you can Defog and then you can Volt Switch away, and... yeah, I think that works really nicely. Volt Switch, take him out. That's really good. Let's see. We kind of have to go into Cobalion here, because I don't want that Snorlax coming in. Because then we can go out into our Zapdos again, because I'm pretty sure Zapdos walls that Espeon. I don't know what set this Espeon is. That's the only scary thing. Let's see. BM Pokemon, thank you for making it out to the stream, and have a really good evening. And see you later, yeah. Let's go out into Zapdos, because I know we can wall this set. Let's see. Mr. Mime Mania, I think this is... yeah, we've got a Christmas special as well. Christmas special is coming again this year. We've got the same team as well, and it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. Goes to Dazzling Gleam, that's great. We can take out this Espeon here. Oh no, not unless you take it out, we can, let's Volt Switch, because we can go out into Reuniclus then. I think that's probably the best way to go. Goes to Calm Mind, I don't appreciate that. I think we go into Sharpedo here. And we Protect. Let's see. Yeah, so I stream at 3 PM EST or 8 PM GMT, and then you can kind of work it out based on that. Mega Gengar, unfortunately, we are just winding up. This is going to be the last battle that we're having. So I will be outspeeding this turn, because he shared the Calm Mind, so he's not Scarfed. So, do we Mega Evolve? Yeah, we Mega Evolve here. We definitely outspeed. He's shown 2 moves. We Mega Evolve and we Crunch. We just need 1 speed boost, that's absolutely fine. Because we speed boost that, and then we... How much does a Waterfall do? I'm interested to see. Because I know what you guys were saying about Snorlax versus Sharpedo. Crunch 50 to 59, that's more than enough. That's Adamant though, so it's going to be slightly late. Achievement Huntress, good to see that you managed to make out to the stream. Unfortunately, we are winding down here, but still, it will be coming up later on as a upload, so you'll be able to see that. We're going to go for, yeah, Crunch is more immediate power, so we're going to go for Crunch here. 50%, that's absolutely great. He does go for the Curse here. We're just going to have to go straight onto Cobalion here. This is where everything gets very, very scary. Right. He has to Curse again. Theoretically. Yeah, he rests this turn. That's okay. We have to CC here. Or do we SD? 68 to 80 if he's +1. 45 to 54. Body slam does nothing. We have to close combat here. Okay, that really doesn't do enough. That was a low roll, I think. And he gets the power. That's absolutely huge. Getting the power is huge. Well, I just have to see. Oh, we outspeed, so that's really nice. And I think, as long as we don't get powered here. Please don't get powered. In the name of the Hack Gods, please don't get powered here. Oh. Yes! Okay, that's great. Oh my goodness. That was tense. Snorlax, I hate Snorlax. Such a tricky mon to try and sort out. But anyway, I think what we're going to do is, unfortunately, we're going to wrap up from here. So I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. I would really, really appreciate it. Keeps the streams going and sort of just really helps me in general. So I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. And I will see you guys at the next one. macadii out.